let me say the poem. Yo, soy boy, soy power, soy milk.
There's no such thing as nothing, just to let these religious people know. There's no such thing as a nothing. We proved it, and you know, Pavlov here is late to the game. I had to teach him some physics.
Soy power, soy power
soy
here.
Milk, soy milk.
Soy milk. Soy power,
soy
this
milk
guy.
every day, man.
Soy milk.
Content over everything!
Okay, so I'd like to read, you know, I like to hear how people really like to read the Bible, to recite the Bible and recite the Quran, because I think it's poetry that can never be repeated. And I like to write poetry myself, so I would like to share some of my own poetry. I will be making 9 different poems about my perception of the world. And all of them will have a different path, different shard of my being, of my ideas. The first one is Historia. When lightning conquered stagnation, an exchange was performed. As fire battled water, from perfection life malformed, and became an orphan daughter before the touch of imagination. The first cycle is existence, inevitable chance through persistence. All beings wish for life, endless peace is their greatest fear. But as much as they might strive, their end will be always near. The docile ones have grown in strength and size and number, but flesh devourers hold the throne. Their claws and teeth tear all asunder. Yet no muscle or bone but brain brought them rule over the food chain. It is thus not surprising that 2-legged apes had their uprising. Their enemies crushed, their planet subdued. A new pyramid has been erected. From its top the world is viewed by a god that was self-selected. And as the hunt turned into the fray, man became his own prey. The winners consume the defeated, the wolves are ruling their sheep. Justice depends on how cattle is treated. Yes, yet the price of ambition is steep. The second is nature, the third one is power. From our future, we must not cower. This is the first poem in my series of poems about this world. I would like to read you recite you the fourth one, which I know because I made it a while ago.
Then I have...
The poem is called Apostle of War. So as to survive, so as to live, humans hide to thrive, humans feign to give. But even if truth is desired, who can of it be inquired? Will is the reason, ambition is the meaning. Their denial is self-treason, whose punishment is searing. But as interests antagonize, conflict will always rise. And so the carnage has begun, like so many times in the past. The fire won't spare anyone until of the pedestals remains one last. A new castle is shaped once more, as the bridge of corpses stretches to its door. The white knight held the flame, but now the flame him grips. As the crimson cape of fame his flesh from bone rips, his black burned meat and sorrow will be pale ash and death tomorrow. The world prepares for a new play, and all the actors are ready, but only the main ones have a say, while the supporters stand steady. The curtain is lifted by the puppet dictator, as a mirror is the only spectator. The rulers in the shadow are self-assured, their castles unseen, their power transcendent. But their fall is secured, for from fear no being is independent. As a raven through the battle sky will soar, they will be haunted by the apostle of war. Thank you.
Content over everything! From your belly!
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
So yeah, was just telling about my poetry. Okay. So I'm going to make a collection of 9 different poems. I already chose the titles for them.
Okay.
Now and the order. I'm going to start making. Actually, I made the first poem before I chose any titles or any.
That's a good
structure.
sign. Yeah.
But now I'm going to organize it a bit better. I have two of them. One of them is called Historia. It's the first poem of all of them.
Okay.
And the other poem, the first one that I wrote, is called Apostle of War. It's the